On January 14th, 2024, I am attempting to run under 3 hours in the marathon. I am chronicling this journey with the series aptly called Breaking 3. I have produced so far 4 episodes, and I am happy to inform you that YouTube has picked us up for a 5th episode, which I am calling Episode 5. I don't know why I'm showing you that footage. It is not relevant to the topic. The topic is TuneUp Races, which are tests of fitness often translated to race time predictions. Here's a clip from Breaking 3 Episode 2.
If you have achieved certain sort of checkpoints in your running, it's possible to get to sub 3 if you have the ability to do so. I think you've got a chance. Can you run a 10K at about 6:20 pace?
And this is exactly what I set out to do. Well, it was more of a time trial than a race. On Thanksgiving, my coach prescribed me a 10K at a 6:20 to 6:25 pace. This is how it went. I'm gonna do a 2-mile warm-up, then lose the jacket. Then I'm gonna do some foot deals, soldier kicks, whatever they're called, all those things. A skips, B skips, C skips, D skips, I don't know. Lots of letters, lots of skipping.
So mile 1, 6:18, mile 2, 6:18, mile 3, 6:21, mile 4, 6:21, mile 5, 6:22, mile 6, 6:22, and a 1:36, 400 to finish. So right in line between 6:20 and 6:25. I dry heaved after. I never dry heave. Oh.
The following week, I mini-tapered for the San Antonio Rock and Roll Half Marathon. San Antonio is not a course you would want to select if you were going to try to run a marathon in under 3 hours. But that didn't stop Johnny Johnson, a fellow midlife runner who reached out to me looking to catch a shakeout run, which we did. Johnny is coached by Olympic marathoner Luis Horta, who has a YouTube channel you've probably seen. Huge shout out to Johnny, who ran the marathon in 3 hours and 41 seconds. He finished first in his age group and 22nd overall. Legend. As for me and the half marathon, I did not bring a GoPro, so let's take a look at the split breakdown. Mile 1, 6:34, easing into it. The idea was to drop down into 6:25 miles until mile 10 and then pick it up. Mile 2, 6:26, mile 3, 6:30, mile 4, 6:22, mile 5, the turning point, 6:45. Mile 6, 6:33, mile 7, 6:25, mile 8, 6:23, mile 9, 6:36, mile 10, 6:41, mile 11, 6:58, mile 12, 6:56, mile 13, 6:55, and the .33 kick was a 6:29. All right, so the goal was 1:25 and I ran a 1:28:02. What happened? In the language of running cliche, I think I burned too many matches early on. The whole book caught on fire. So the negative is that I missed my goal by 3 minutes. I wrote down 3 or 4 positives. Positive number 1, even when I felt like trash, even when I hit the wall, I was still able to manage 6:50 pace, which is my marathon pace. Positive number 2, this half marathon revealed what I was missing. Endurance, and luckily it was 6 weeks out, so I have time to get a little bit of endurance through longer long runs and a lot more threshold work. Positive number 3, I ran down the middle of the damn road the entire time. I did not run the tangents for the 13.1. My chip time was 1:28:02, but my Strava time to cover 13.1 was 1:26:58. So over a minute of tangent running in just half a marathon. So my takeaway is that for the Houston Marathon, I'm gonna study the map and run the tangents to save some time. Okay, now was this result a surprise? It probably shouldn't have been. I got on Jack Daniel's VDOT calculator and I typed in my 10K time from the week prior, and it thought that Jack Daniels himself thought I could run a half marathon in 1:27:08. And I ran it in 1:26:58, not the chip time, just covering the distance. And that's good because on that same race predictor, it has the marathon at 3 hours, 1 minute, and 45 seconds or something. So I'm close, and I have 6 weeks in front of me, 4 peak weeks to get there. Now, all that data all of that HRV, all of the race CR plots, Metathon. As a serious runner link right there, I pay especially close attention to it. And that's actually gonna be the topic for episode 6 of Breaking 3. It's gonna be the algorithm, CR plots, tender race predictors, Metathon, all that stuff no one cares about but me. I find it fascinating. And here at Midlife Runner, we just make what we want to. I don't do a lot of SEO, search engine optimization. If I ran in the Under Armour Velocity Wind Flow 2, then I'm gonna make a review on the Under Armour Velocity Flow Wind 2.